Hey guys, staying here from Rocky Creek. So I just got home from work and I messed up. There's nothing, I made a bad decision, something I didn't think about, and I messed up. Let me show you what I did, and hopefully you'll learn from my mistake. So let me get the food I need to feed for this afternoon, and I'll show you what happened. All right, let me get the piglets fed first, and then I'll show you what it is that I done wrong, and I'm pretty irritated with myself that I didn't think about it ahead of time. What's up, piggies? At least y'all are doing fine. Hey, there's more right here. Hey guys. Hey. Don't, y'all gonna end up fighting. Somebody eat that one. Good job, Henry. These guys are doing fine, still growing. Thing about coonies is they're a lot slower growing than your normal pig, so that just means we get to love on them longer. All right, so since we're down here at the chicken area, I'm gonna go ahead and explain what we did wrong, what I messed up on, and then how we're gonna fix it before we go up to Mater's pen. So if you can tell, there's only two. Only two chicks, and there should be three. So as soon as I got home from work, and this is what I've done all week, is I immediately come over here and check on the baby chicks in the coop and the baby chicks in the brooder. Immediately I noticed there was only mom and two chicks in here. So I started looking all over the pen, and I wasn't having any luck. Well, I noticed at first that their water that I have for the chicks had been knocked over. So I immediately filled it up because water being available for chicks is super important. So I want to get that taken care of right away. Well, then when I saw mama and she only had two chicks, I started getting concerned. And my first thought was, it was 90-some degrees today. Man, I hope they hadn't been without water too long and that a chick didn't dehydrate. Well, I came over here, I checked all around, wasn't having any luck. And then I saw what I'm really disappointed in myself with. I found the chick floating in this water bowl. Now this wasn't at all what I was expecting. Yes, it was dead. It had drowned in this water bowl. And I'm kicking myself in the rear end for it because I didn't think this was gonna be a problem, and here is why I didn't think it was gonna be a problem. I have this water bowl. Hey, can you quiet down for a minute, Fiddy? Thank you. I have this bowl already on this brick, and that brick is probably about 1 inch thick. Well, that bowl is probably about another 5 or so inches thick, if not 6. For the full-grown chicks, that bowl usually hits them about right at chest and neck level. And I just thought in my mind, surely that thing would be plenty high that those chicks wouldn't be able to get in there. Like, I didn't think they would jump that high. I didn't think that they would try to jump that high. Now, I don't know 100% if it jumped in there and ultimately drowned. There is always the possibility that if the mom wasn't paying attention, another chicken could have pecked at it. I'd seen one time out here in our coop where they have found a mole in the ground. And I mean, they'll grab that mole and they like throw the mole up in the air almost when they pick it and pull up on it. So it is possible that a chicken could have pecked it and picked it up and somehow tossed it into the water. But once it got in that bowl, there is no way that any chick is gonna be able to get out of that bowl. And I'm kicking myself in the butt because I have a standard waterer that I could have put in here. That yes, there is still a risk of drowning with a standard waterer, but nothing like this bowl would have been. So I'm gonna immediately, we are taking that bowl out of here, and these chickens are gonna have to deal with a standard water for a period of time until these chicks get bigger. So we are gonna go ahead right now. We are dumping this water out, which is, it's not gonna make these chickens happy because they prefer this bowl way more than they do a standard chicken water, but I'm not gonna take those two chicks from her now because she's doing a great job in my opinion, but I'm also not gonna run the risk of them drowning. I could have prevented this by not having this bowl in here. So I'm gonna fix that right now. That is a lesson that I've learned. That is a mistake that I'm not gonna do again. So I'm gonna fix this right now so we don't have this problem. So we're gonna go on up here. We're gonna feed Mater real quick because the standard water that I have, it's still in the meat bird chicken tractor. I still got to do some cleanup on that since we've processed those meat birds. But it's sitting there. I'm just gonna get it out of there. I'm gonna give it a quick cleanup, hit it with a little bit of that apple cider vinegar, get it filled up and get it plugged in. But we'll go ahead over here and see my man Mater. If anything, I take a lot of pride in trying to make sure I do stuff right. And so I really kick myself in the butt when I make such a boneheaded mistake like that. But my man Mater, he's pretty good at cheering me up. Brother, what are you doing? You can't be climbing up on that stuff. You're gonna hurt yourself. Oh, look at that. Man, you're a good looking man. All right, let's feed you, man. Good man, Mater. All right, so I got the water hanging up inside this right here. Y'all can see right here where I got it hanging. This still has a bigger, deeper spot, but I don't need to worry about an entire bird falling in that. Can I help y'all? How are y'all doing? We've got these same doe and babies in them. They keep coming in our yard like crazy, man. So we've been seeing them a ton, and it's almost like they've gotten so used to us. They don't even run. What's up, mama? You with your babies? While I was getting that water out, I could hear something behind me, and it's not uncommon that they're here. So she's definitely nursing this baby. That's definitely the mother. There you go. Y'all back together. I'll let y'all hang out until you mess with my garden. Then we're gonna have a problem. Let's get this water put together. We got a showdown between her and my dog. I heard her hoof and I was wondering what she was puffing at, and it's my dog. You see how she stomps ready to defend her baby. You better come over here before she beats you up. You ain't made for that. All right, so back to what we need to work on. There's like 3 does and 2 bucks and 1 fawn that have been hanging out at our property now for probably about the last month or so. 1 buck's really nice. He's probably about an 8-pointer or so. Of course, they're in velvet, so they look really nice right now. The other one's just a low old buck, but I got that electrical Premier 1 fence around the garden, thank goodness, because they are constantly around that garden, and they'd be decimating it if I didn't have that. I got the water. They're not gonna like this water as much, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not gonna like having to fill and clean this one up as much. I like those black bowls so much better. I feel like the chickens drink so much more water. They're so much easier to clean. They don't get near as nasty, so I think they're a lot better for the chickens. But it's gonna be what we gotta deal with for right now. Gotta switch up y'all's water, because either I made a mistake or one of y'all was a punk. We're gonna figure it out eventually. Y'all gonna have to make do with that since I made a mistake. I know, y'all ain't seen a water like that in a long time. You probably forgot what to do with it. Look, all y'all looking at it like it's a foreign object. Q-Tip, tell me what happened today. You hiding behind that tree like you did it. Now you ain't gonna dime nobody out? So guys, I told you from the beginning that with this homesteading journey that I would be upfront and honest with you, and that I would show you both our successes and our failures. And unfortunately, clearly today was a failure. You know, I try to do my best. I know I'm learning a lot about this stuff, but chickens in particular, I've been raising them for a few years, so that's kind of why I'm beating myself up a little bit over this one. I take a lot of pride in taking care of my animals and, you know, not losing chicks and doing a great job and trying to do what I can with that. So when I see that I made such a mistake that most likely could have been prevented, you know, it just really drives me crazy, because I'm thinking, even if one of the other chickens pecked at it and like kind of tossed it, I know just when I've had to pick up the chicks, mama comes running right away when that chick makes a noise. And so I think, had that bowl not been there, even if a chick had pecked at it and or a chicken would have pecked at that chick and that chick would have started making noises, mama would have been there right away. And unless it was a major injury to the chick, that chick would still be here. I really truly think that this was a mistake of mine that I should have thought about, and I just need to learn from it. But I want to make sure I share this with you, because I don't want to see one of you all make the same mistake as well, especially if this raising the chicks within the flock goes successful and you decide to try the same thing. I definitely don't want you to have the same mistake as me. You know, I've even talked in previous videos about how chicks can drown in waters and to have the appropriate water for them. But I just thought, with that thing being up as high as it was, that this wasn't going to be a problem. So obviously it was. I'll never make that mistake again. I wanted to make sure I shared it with you all, though, so you don't experience the same mistake. So you never actually saw the chick in the water. That's because as soon as I got home and once I found it, I immediately took the chick out of the water. I disposed of it properly, and I got it out of here. But that's why you didn't see the chick, and I don't think there's a need for me to show you a dead chick. I really wasn't planning on filming today, but as soon as I came home and discovered this, after I kind of kicked myself in the butt quite a bit before I started this video, I thought to myself, you know, yes, it might make me look bad. You know, people may say some hateful comments, I should have known better, whatever it might be. That's fine, I can take it. I got thick skin. But for those that maybe are thinking about venturing into this, or maybe you haven't had this issue yet but hadn't thought about it either, it's important for you to learn from my mistakes, and that's part of my goal with this. I hope not to make many mistakes, but those that I do, I don't want you to make the same ones. I appreciate you coming along with us. I appreciate you day in and day out. I know I say that a lot, but I don't think y'all really understand how much I do appreciate you coming along with us on this journey. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you were able to learn from my mistake. Y'all be good. Hey, enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see y'all here real soon on the next video. Y'all be good.